I don't know if I've mentioned this before in the past, but with tap handles, there's sometimes these really, really cool combos between like a popular beer brand and a sports team and things like that. Sometimes there will be other crossovers, but the ones that typically are really exciting are the ones where it's a beer brand and a sports team. There's other local crossover things, but this is one I'm sure it's already caught your attention, especially if you're from New England. But this is Corona and the Boston Celtics. And I just picked up a couple of cool sports crossover ones. So I'm going to be featuring one by Sam Adams, actually two by Sam Adams coming up in my next few videos. But this one is just like really, really awesome. And there's a couple things you want to look out for. So first of all, with any of the sports ones, you want to make sure that if it's a topper, that is actually an original topper. And then in addition to that, you want to make sure that the tap handle is actually like a real tap handle. So not just a item of sports memorabilia that has been put onto an attachment so you can have it on your tap. So I'll I don't think I'll ever pick up any of those, but if I do get any of them, I'll try and call it out. What you're looking for is you're looking for an authentic tap handle that is sports related or has an original sports related topper on it. If you ever see any and you're wondering, feel free to like shoot me out an email or send me a message on Instagram and be like, hey, I got this or I'm looking at this. Do you think that it's authentic? And I'll take a look and give you my best estimate as far as whether or not something is authentic or not. With this one, with the Corona Light, this is something that I know that they've done a number of different sports toppers. Typically, it's actually been that with the NFL. I haven't seen a ton of the ones with the basketball ones, but I also hadn't really been looking for them. With the Corona Light tap handles, you'll normally see this with a crown at the top. And actually, let me grab, um, I'm going to grab another tap so that you can see a comparison. And I'll do a video on this other tap in a little bit, but this is a Corona Premier tap handle, and you see this crown? So that's what you're typically going to have as the topper, but that is removable. So in this case, and it's a different color crown for the Corona Light. So just Corona Light or Corona Extra. But so that's the tap. And then the thing that's super cool about it is the topper. And also on top of that, this is a very like it's a little bit uncommon for the toppers like this. And not for Corona, but in general, a lot of the toppers, you'll just have a topper that has the sports team, and sometimes there will be minimal other branding on it. And that's what makes this one so cool, is that this is a relatively detailed topper. So it says Boston Celtics. This is actually, not sure if you can tell, but this is actually recessed where it says Boston and Celtics, as well as the area that goes around here. And then our little leprechaun Irish dude here, this is an element that kind of comes out and it's raised. So it's a really, really great design with that topper. But the thing that's super notable about it is that you've got this base section of the topper that says Corona on it. So it's like a full element, and you can tell that that's kind of part of that topper. And I'm going to show you what that unscrews like, because with Corona, they do a fairly good job with these toppers. So I'm unscrewing it right now, and one of the things you'll normally see, we'll see if we actually have it on this one, is, yep, you normally have this little gasket on it, which makes it so that you can get it cinched in there really nicely for a really, really good fit. And I don't know if you can tell there, but there is a little sticker there. That should be the Made in China sticker, something similar. But with the toppers, sometimes those will actually be packaged separately from the actual tap handle. But it's super, super cool, and it's really great when you see a combination of a beer with a sports team or something like that that's like well done. And there's a few of the older ones that if you scroll super far back in my videos, you'll be able to see. So if you do want to check out the other sports ones, you can scroll back in my past videos. If you're searching for a specific one and I haven't done a feature on it, let me know and I'll see if I can do an example because there's a couple of different styles and versions. Like I mentioned, Corona, they also have some NFL ones that they've done some collaborations with for their toppers. And then in addition to that, Miller Lite has done some sports crossovers. And then Budweiser and Bud Light have done some sports crossovers as well. So if you want to see examples of what those taps are like, let me know because I may have that type of tap in a collection or may have done a previous video on it. But this is a really, really cool one. And like I mentioned, I'll also be posting a couple from Sam Adams as well.